Good afternoon, people. Look at the sky in my province of Friesland, my little province in the state of Holland, the Nazi state Holland. And look at the climate change they are presenting us. It's not CO2. It's a silvery gray sky. Look at the fake clouds. And this combined with the erection of cell towers and the ongoing onslaught with the newer frequencies, the implementing of 4G, 4G plus, we had 3G, and combining this with our artificial sky and the diminishing degradation, years of ongoing chemtrailing, putting in more wireless, more people getting cancer, more people getting chronic diseases like diabetes, like ALS, and you name it. People are dying like rats. Remember the website Deagle? Ever heard of the website Deagle? Probably not. It's D-E-A-G-E-E-L. It's probably a CA website which shows the forecast for, well, almost every country on the world, and they have a big depopulation agenda in the north of America and Europe as well, in most westernized countries. Prognosis in some countries more than 50% extinction die-off of the population. Well, most people over here are on the mind control anyway, because everybody is walking around with their newest smartphone, totally addicted, brainwashed, absolutely possessed with cognitive dissonance. They don't see the trails in the sky, airplanes that are spraying. They don't see the trees dying. Yeah, well, the trees are still green. Well, yeah, they are green, but a lot of trees have already been cut down. They've been logged. You don't see the degradation. They don't see the decline of and the reduction of the canopy, the bark afflictions, the cracks, the sap oozing out, different trees. Look at in the urban areas, no healthy trees anymore. All logging companies, horticulture companies, constantly trimming down the trees, branching falling on the ground. There's a risk for people getting hurt. And all they think about is the next Hollywood star, the next music star. Utopia, welcome. Well, this is utopia. This is Nazi Reich 2.0. 2.0. This is digital psychotronic warfare, which also affects our homeostasis, our bodily health. People can't sleep anymore. They can't get into that delta sleep. They wake up tired. People with baggy eyes, extreme fatigue during the day, and they don't wake up. They rush off in their cars and they only think about a little bit of work, which will soon be gone and replaced by robots. They come home, open a bag of chips, sit for TV, watch sports, or sit behind their stupid cell phone. And that's what's all they do. People, you need to wake up. For the ones that are still awake, and the ones that don't wake up anymore. This is one of the last years this country. As soon as they have deployed Agenda 21, and they are deploying it now with transhumanism, look at all the people around you, look at the boys and the girls. The girls run around like hookers, the boys wearing tight pants. And all big LGBT parades in our main capital, Amsterdam, and other places. They're sucking it up like Sodom and Gomorrah, and they don't see the chemtrails, they don't see the die-offs. There are no more insects, no more bees, absolutely no more butterflies. Everything is becoming sterile. People are totally inept, myopic. You have an attention span of a shit fly. Nothing interests them anymore. Only sports, only music. The news Beyonce television show, or don't know what. But people are turning mad. They are being fed the bullshit on about everything, about the food. It's one big fucking lie. They are building windmills in Holland that produce nearly not enough electricity. They say it's about 3% that it could make up for fossil fuel, but it's a big lie. They're wasting taxpayers' monies to deal with the so-called global warming, but there is no global warming. It's a big hoax. They never had such cold winters in the last few years here in Europe, especially in Scandinavia and Poland. It was extremely cold. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we had a cold snap in southern Germany and Austria. There was 3 feet of snow in certain parts. There is no global warming. It is not caused by CO2. CO2 is not a pollutant. It's a necessity gas for having life. But they don't talk about the biggest natural gas, that's water vapor. But I wouldn't be surprised if they would call that a pollutant too. But they don't talk about chemtrails. They don't talk about cell towers. All they talk about is renewable energies and reducing our carbon footprint. People, you gotta wake up. It's one big lie. It's an agenda. It's the calling of the masses. And for all I care, well, I wouldn't be too harsh. I'm a human guy. I'm sure I'm a people's guy, but the masses are stupid. So maybe calling them wouldn't be a bad idea. I hope you wake up for the few that are still awake. You better get out of Holland, because they are closing the net and they are killing us very swift with this new technology, with constantly high frequencies. People, look up. There are no more birds. There is nothing more here. Nothing. It's all gone.